Hello, welcome everybody. This is Alec Frazier, and I am right outside the bridge to Pandora, the world of Avatar, and I will be taking you inside. So, a bit of backstory: this takes place a few generations after the movies. They are working on 4 sequels at the same time right now. And I'm in the animal kingdom. I was just at the Traveler's Lodge. I'm now going over a bridge. This bridge connects Earth to the moon of Pandora, orbiting the planet, the gas giant, the moon giant Polyphemus in the Alpha Centauri system. You can already see some pretty cool lights, and you can see the railing of the bridge. The idea is that the bridge was built by the humans when they first came several generations ago, and now it is somewhat rusted and being reclaimed by nature. You can see some concrete blocks here too. So I've just been transported from Earth via transluminal network to Pandora, several light years away. Well, not light years? I don't know. Well, how close is Alpha Centauri? So let's get our bearings. Here is a map of the Valley of Moara, where we are. I'm so sorry, my friends, I'm going to butcher this language. Unagati Kame, which means I see you. It means more than I see you with my eyes. I see you with my soul into your soul. Welcome to paradise. Welcome to Pandora. So you immediately notice that there are several very weird plants. Look at these things right here. And better yet, at night they light up. At night I want to do another video. See these weird mushroom-like things back here. And then take a look at this. This is a gigantic plant here that actually lights up when you touch a certain part of it, and it secretes water or juices. Right now it's actually smoking, and it's producing moisture. I do not, I note the phallic nature of the plant. We're still entering the Valley of Moara. Thank you, Brandy. I see your note. I'm having tons of fun. We stopped by a babbling brook. There are more alien plants. And yes, as I mentioned, at night this all lights up. This is completely beautiful. You also have wayfinding signs west, east with an Atukarina, a seed of the holy tree. The ground has various indentations left by local wildlife, whether they be plants or animals. Mind you, we've just entered Pandora. There's also, for kids, there is spotting wildlife. The staff members here are trained in the alien language of Na'vi. I actually went here a few days ago before the park opened with Dr. Paul Frommer, who actually designed the language for this film. It is a bona fide language, and he actually held a training session yesterday with a bunch of the people who work here. And the goal is so that every single worker in this land can communicate to you in Na'vi, the alien language from Pandora. On a side note, for those of you who don't know, Na'vi is not a written language, it's only spoken. Another fun fact about Na'vi, and I'm going to show you something really cool in a moment. Another fun fact about Na'vi is that they have only 4 fingers on each hand. On Earth, we use decimal arithmetic because we have 10 fingers on each hand. On Pandora, we use octal arithmetic because we have 8 fingers. Here's some really cool nature right here. And we can hear the wildlife picking up with more sound. And I want to welcome you to paradise. I want to welcome you to Pandora. Everybody, welcome to this beautiful, beautiful alien world. The other day, the skies were actually blue, but the mountains came out of the mist, and we saw these beautiful floating mountains. This is a beautiful, beautiful world. And I will show you more of it, and I will get closer to these mountains. Yes, they actually made floating mountains. When they came out with the film in 2009, James Cameron said, "I don't think you can create this world on Earth. It's impossible." When this land opened a few months ago, he said, "I am proud and honored to be proven wrong." Lots of decorative elements from Pandora. Another view of the mountains. I won't be taking you on the rides because I do not believe in sharing rides, especially Disney rides. That outright ruins the magic of it. But this is the area. Look at this, look at this, look at this, people. Look at this. This is the area of the drum circle. Look at the waterfall coming off the flying mountains. This is the area where they have the drum circle. This is Colors of Moara. It's the face painting station. A number of us in the official Avatar fan group love to do cosplay. We were not allowed because Disney does it too, and I completely understand. Here's more of the drums. They actually have tribal dance and chant even at night. The plants light up the stage at night. And here is a totemistic figure of a Na'vi warrior. And here is the waterfall coming off the flying mountains. Isn't it magical? Isn't it wonderful? Here's a better view of the shaman who you see made here. There are a lot of stick sculptures. The Flight of Passage ride is truly amazing. It had me in tears and in shouts of joy when I took it. And here, look at this beautiful, beautiful stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this foliage. It's a really cool mixture. Yes, Francis, you're welcome. I'm so glad you like it. This is a cool mixture of real life plants. Thankfully, we are in Florida where a lot of tropical stuff grows. Real life plants and Na'vi plants. At night, it's truly wonderful. I'll try to record the video at night. Look at this here, these cool plants. We're actually underneath the flying mountains. I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy that the mountains fly right overhead. Here's an actual stick bridge right here. And these plants are pitcher plants. They're based on the ones on Earth, but they're just much larger. At night, they light up from within the phosphorescence in the juices. And if you remember when I was living in Buffalo, I saw an actual 10-foot tall flower at the Botanic Gardens. Real wonders exist on Earth. And those of you in Buffalo are very, very lucky to have Niagara Falls in town. Look at this. 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 I'm going to walk to the other end of the park. So yeah, this is the Valley of Moara. I've been transported from Earth to the moon of Pandora, orbiting the gas giant Polyphemus in the Alpha Centauri system. This is the line, the massive line for the Flight of Passage ride. The good news is that we have fast passes. A lot of us in the official Avatar group do. Here you will see a figure, a totemistic stick figure made out of reeds, resembling an Ikon, a mountain banshee. I actually took magic class in university, and Harry Potter is not magic, this is magic. Items imbued with totemistic power by our belief system. So I'm going to double back a little bit. Thank you, sorry. I was talking to a cast member. As I mentioned earlier, the people who work here are taught the Na'vi language, and the goal is to get them all fluent so they can actually talk to you in the language that the natives use. I will be posting at some point the exact dialogue from the rides and ceremonies in this land, because back on, everybody, the video's back on. Okay, we were taught the lines that the Na'vi use in this ride. We were also given a tour by the head of communications, or PR, for the Imagineering department at Disney. Imagineering is a department that only Disney has. It's their goal to create actual real worlds. And and I talked to him, his name was Diego. Diego said, I saw the Flight of Passage ride. I'll do a whole blog posting just on that. I did the Flight of Passage ride, and Diego said, it is our goal at Disney not to create roller coasters, not to create Ferris wheels, but to create emotional connections for our guests. So I'm going to hope I don't run out of signal here and double back here. The roots of these trees are amazing. The ground has wonderful plant and animal markers. There are even initials in some of the staircases. And I'm going to go up here because they have some really cool animals up here. They also have a plant and animal spotting guide. You can go on a scavenger hunt here on Pandora. So, first thing I'm going to show you right now, look at this plant life, and it all lights up at night. It's really beautiful. Sorry, my bad. And and then these animals here in the pond. Ha! I'll get closer. I'll get closer. There are photo spots, and I was accidentally in the way of one of them. These animals appear to be vaguely related to mollusks, and they actually shoot water from time to time. Yeah, they move a little bit too. And you actually saw some water shooting a while back. Let me wait one more moment. Oh, cool. This one's actually moving to face me. Yeah, yep, see? Ah, see, they squirt water. So I can't go down these steps because the line for flight of passage is too long. But let me show you this. Look at this view. Look at this view. Wow. So I'm almost done with this tour, I would think. What we're going to see last are some man-made structures. Hi, Marty. I'm saying hi to somebody who just joined. Like I said before, I'm not in Pandora. Look at these cool ornaments and plant-made ornaments hanging from the trees. They light up at night too. Here you can see more of the sculpture inlaid into the walkway. And here's I told you that they have real tropical Florida plants and Pandora plants. This is a classical example. These purple flowers with these Pandora mushrooms. I don't want to get in the way of the Flight of Passage ride line. It's the most popular attraction at a Disney property right now. I'm going to walk through. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Marty. So, this light post seems to have animal skin covering. Not real animal skin, don't worry. Oh, here's another cool thing. Everything is thought out, even these trash cans. They say ACE for Alpha Centauri Expeditions. And there's actually a cast of people who play roles at ACE. And here's more of the mountains. The person who plays the head of ACE, Marshall Lamb, is actually Avatar co-producer and friend of mine, John Landau. I'm going to leave you with a quote of his in a moment. This is the canteen. They actually have an exhibition of Na'vi cookware in here, and they have a letter from Marshall Lamb, whom I mentioned earlier. Everything is thought out with an eye to design here. I'm going to show you one of the best examples. This corner of former human territory right here is where they put strollers. They think of everything. Hi, Ali. So, yeah. Oh, I'm having tons of fun, Marty. So I'm not going to enter the canteen because it's kind of busy there. But here's another view. It's one of our fans, those diehard Avatar fans in the world, had his birthday today, and I got him some delicious alien cake for his birthday. Here, let me go here. Here's another view of the mountains. This is a view of the AMP suit. Quaritch died in one in the film, and it's in front of the drink canteen. There's a canteen restaurant, and then there's a place where you can get cool drinks. They also serve alcoholic drinks. I know some of you are fond of that, even though I'm not. And then last but not least, I'm not going to take you in here because it's very busy. Here's the gift shop. I bought 2 items and only 2 items. The other day, a friend actually paid $500 for various items here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you two interactions I had. A few years ago, I actually went to Lightstorm Entertainment, and I met producer John Lando, James Cameron's partner. He's basically the second most important person in Hollywood. I asked him, and Terry Hartman Squire, J.D. Michaels, yes, I will try to do video at night. Terry Hartman Squire, hey Ali, you're welcome. Okay. Terry Hartman Squire and J.D. Michaels, I asked John Lando a very tricky question. I asked him if the next Avatar films will feature characters with disabilities, and he didn't fall for my trick question. He said, I am very troubled by the word feature, because that means you're making a special interest case out of it. You're pointing at the character and saying, ha, looky here. He didn't say it that way, but yeah. And then he said, instead, what we're going to do is we're going to show the Na'vi living their lives like the regular beings they are, and that will, of course, include disability. So I'm going to tell you another story. The other day, I went to the Kennedy Space Center, and I went to the Saturn V complex. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. I went to the Saturn V complex and saw the only intact Saturn V, the most complex, biggest machine humanity has ever made. There was a beautiful show at the end where a lunar module actually landed on stage. They had clips of a number of astronauts learning and goofing off on the moon, and then those astronauts actually talked on screen about the journey of humanity. Then they showed a number of kids talking about their dreams. Finally, they had Neil Armstrong, the late Neil Armstrong, on screen. And he said, when I was a kid, Neil Armstrong said, they were just crossing the Atlantic by airplane for the first time. Armstrong said, we did not think that within my lifetime we would actually land on the moon, much less I would be the one to do it. Never be afraid to dream. I heard from my tour guide at the Kennedy Space Center yesterday that NASA plans to get a human to Mars and back safely to Earth by 2035 at the latest. Barring an emergency, Alec Frazier will actually still be alive by that point. we are living in a truly wonderful world. Armstrong said, never, ever be afraid to dream. Folks, when I was a little kid, the school I went to told my parents to have me institutionalized for the rest of my life. I have over 10 disabilities, and they wanted me gone. Instead, I've dreamed. Instead, I've gone to school. I've made tons of friends. I have gotten laws passed that benefit millions of Americans, with plenty of help, of course. Never be afraid to dream. And finally, my last word, I'm going to leave you with the closing lines to the Center in the Universe show at the Griffith Park Observatory. This is a place out in space where I am right now. And what they said is, remember, we are all made of stardust. In our journey to space, we are simply going home. Thank you, everyone. I will try to post the video tonight. Thank you. I love you all.